Agree? Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Yes, I'm Prasanna Venkatesh. I'm Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the Medley Toastmasters meeting 786. There are two ground rules to be followed during the meeting. First, please turn off your mobiles or keep them on silent mode. I'll give you a few seconds. Second, do not talk about sex, religion or politics during the meeting. Toastmasters International is a century-old organization helping its members to grow in the area of public speaking. As per the mission of Toastmasters, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to grow in the area of public speaking and leadership abilities, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, I would like to call a person who could take the meeting forward. She is a doctor by profession, mother, and very meticulous Toastmaster. Let's welcome our President, Toastmaster Prasanna Vani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasanna Venkatesh. A very good afternoon to all of you gathered here. With the sound of this gavel, I declare this meeting open. I welcome the dignitaries who have joined us today. Distinguished Toastmaster V.N. Subramaniam, our Charter President of Medley. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath Saurirajan, Charter Member of Medley and past President. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, past President of Medley and past District PR Manager. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman Chintamani, District Toastmaster, past President of Medley. And Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad Padmanabhan. A warm welcome to all of you and a warm welcome to all the guests who have gathered here. To begin with, can we have a very brief introduction from all the guests who joined us today? Sushant?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So myself, Sushant Kumar, I basically from Jharkhand. Now I am staying in Gindi, working for Ashok Leyland. I am 43 years old, married with 2 kids. Purpose of, if I have to tell the purpose of joining here, till now I have been working in a function or domain which is desk job, and I am moved to a profile where I have more to build relationships. So I think the kind of interactions that will be required going further, this is a platform where I should learn and help you.
Nice having you, Yusuf. Guest Aparna, could you please introduce yourself?
So warm good afternoon to everyone here. So this is Aparna, and to begin with, I have two girls, and I have I'm actually put on the spot. I'm like very new to this. So basically, I have 15 years of IT experience, and then the reason me being here is I'm on a career break, and I have to boost my self-confidence and then see new people and gain new energy. So that's the reason I'm here. So good to meet you all, and let's interact and know about each other. Thank you.
Thank you. Come to the right place, I can say that. Yeah. Guest Vijay Kumar, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Last time I came here and spoke briefly. I served in the army for 20 years. Then 20 years I was in the IT industry. I also did my MTech in IIT in computer science. And I studied in a boarding school from the age of 9. I have 2 children. Both are just married and settled. My daughter got married just 6 months back. Right now I am a retired guy. I'm 63 years old. And, quite busy otherwise, but I'm trying to find new avenues for engagement, communication, sharing of thoughts and ideas with all of you. It's been a great pleasure to be here. And last time I found it's quite interesting, and I'd like to attend more such meetings. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice to summarize the Toastmasters environment. Engaging, interesting. Nice having you. Guest Rajshekhar, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Myself Rajshekhar. This is my 4th meeting actually here. So, 4th meeting as a guest actually. So, I thought maybe I want to continue for 2 or 3 meetings. Then I want to join, and so I am from aviation background. I am an aeronautical engineer, and I have 14 years of experience in aviation. So, why I am here? That is for further enhancing my communication skills and my skills. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Narendra. I'm working as a software engineer in a company called Prometheus. So I heard about Toastmasters through one of my relatives, and then of course I looked up Toastmasters online and looked for various clubs. And I found Medley Toastmasters and I started coming here. This is my fourth meeting. Yeah, so hopefully next time I'll be able to.
Other guests, could you please introduce yourself, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Hemlata. So I'm already with Medley Toastmasters. I was referred by Sundararaman sir. The reason I joined in Toastmasters is basically to network with people, and I'm also in a career break, so I wanted to engage myself better. Today is the first meeting. I came here just to see his talk.
Thank you. I also welcome our area director Toastmasters Saravanan who has joined us now. So I would like to share a very short story about a carpenter. So there was this carpenter who joined a building firm, and he was very enthusiastic and eager, very innovative in the beginning. But as years went by, as new people came in who had new skill set, who were more innovative, then technology came in, and slowly he got into the rut of just being done with his job and coming back. Years passed soon, and it was time for his retirement. He went to his boss and said, "I'm going to retire soon." His boss was very disheartened because he was the most valuable employee, and seeing him go was a loss to the organization. So he said to him, "Can you build just one last house? Can you furnish just one last house for me?" He readily agreed, and he went about furnishing it. But he did not put his whole heart and soul into it. He did not take the right measurements. He went on many cost-cutting measures using inferior materials. He did not do the perfect finish. And finally, he managed to finish furnishing that house and gave it to the boss. The boss came, took the front door key, and gave it to him and said, "This house is for you." He was shocked and embarrassed. Would he have done it differently if he had known that it was his own house that he was furnishing? Wouldn't he? Yes, if he had known that it was his own house that he was furnishing, he would have definitely put in more effort to making it the perfectly furnished house. Many of us, we start something with a lot of enthu and vigor, and as years go by, we get into the rut of the routine. Why is that it happens? The thing that distinguishes people who are successful and those who don't succeed is just their desire to reach their full potential. It is not only their abilities or their skill sets, rather it is the desire to reach their full potential. And to reach that effectively, there is no better way than to invest in your own growth. Changes are inevitable. It happens whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not. But what is optional is growth. Will you choose the option of growth when faced with change? Have you changed with years? Have you changed in the past 1 week from where you were the week before? Have you changed at least in the past 1 month? Have you changed in the past 1 year at least? The self you were 1 year back and the self you are now, has it changed? Let us take a decision to choose growth when faced with change. And when we choose this option of growth, remember, it is our own house that we are furnishing. And let's put in only the best to make it the perfectly best thing for ourselves. Toastmasters International is an organization, a non-for-profit organization, which was formed with a vision to help people, empower people in realizing their communication and leadership skills. It has now grown into a worldwide network of clubs, of which Medley Toastmasters is a proud member of. We will see how a typical Toastmasters meeting goes today. To take this meeting forward, we have a Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sintana. Toastmaster Sintana is a software professional who works in a renowned automobile industry. She puts in her heart and soul into everything she does, and that defines her own personality. Over to you, Toastmaster Sintana.
Thank you, Jasmine, for the warm welcome. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So, do you know what the theme is today? Fantasy to reality. What does it mean? Any idea about the hidden meaning?
that we can realize our dreams, and our dreams are made of mostly fantasies, that which we think is not there in the real world.
Okay.
But you aspire to be in that kind of world. So when you say fantasy into reality, is to somehow try and achieve your dreams or make your dreams come true. What you desire so much that you need to see it in actual, in your real life.
Yes.
That's the kind of should we say, the attempt to make fantasy into reality.
Absolutely. So today I'm going to talk about a topic which actually taking our fantasies to reality. That is about the AI revolution, the AI transformation, how it is going to transform our fantasies to realities. So every day we are seeing the news, right? So artificial intelligence is bringing in new innovations and new inventions that is really making us tell wow. So earlier when we were watching movies like Terminators, Transformers, where machines were ruling the world, we thought, okay, those are just a science fiction stuff. But at the pace artificial intelligence is heading towards, those may become reality even in our generation. So with keeping that excitement apart, let me come to my story. Why did I choose this topic, artificial intelligence? Last quarter, my manager approached me. He was asking, Cynthana, we need to bring AI initiatives into our project. So we need to show some productivity or savings in another 3 months of time. And he said, without any idea, I just hired an intern who is a computer science guy with a background of artificial intelligence. Together with him, I started exploring all the areas where I could bring artificial intelligence or machine learning into the project, and I could show some savings. So we tried many use cases like automating the code generation just with the requirements, or fine-tuning the model with machine learning. Everything we tried, but it was not working out because it needs good amount of data as well as resources. So we thought of coming up with some low-hanging fruit. So what it could be? So something flashed. Yes, we could invent some chatbot. Because in our project, in our domain, we have multiple documents. They all scattered in multiple locations scattered. So if we want to get to know some answer, at least it needs 15 minutes of time to get the appropriate answer. So we thought putting all the documents, all the training materials, all the lessons learned into one server that is locally, and with some artificial intelligence model, we can pull out the answer appropriately. So earlier, when it took 15 minutes to get an answer, now it takes just a second to provide you the appropriate answer. So with this, just a single small step that we have taken in this AI and ML, and it provides good results. So by this I realized the power of AI and ML. So with this note, let's get into the meeting. Let's talk about the AI and ML throughout the meeting. So now, coming to the structure of the meeting, today's meeting has 4 sections. First is the prepared speech section, where the speaker delivers his prepared speech from his Pathways project. He has his own evaluator to provide the individual feedback. Next is the table topic section, where the table topic master provides the impromptu topic, and people will be called randomly, and they have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. Third is the educational session, and fourth is the evaluation section. So without further ado, I would I'll call Toastmaster Suganthi Pariyasamy as a general evaluator for today's meeting. Toastmasters Suganthi is a banking domain consultant at Tata Consultancy Services. Her Toastmaster journey includes serving as Club Growth Director, Program Quality Director, District Director, and Region 13 Director. She has a very good extensive experience in Toastmaster. Let's listen to her insights with respect to evaluation today. Let's put our hands to welcome our Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Suganthi Pariyasamy. Hi, Suganthi, just a question. What recent advancements in AI which you feel is more exciting, which you felt more exciting, which you are using literally?
I don't know whether AI is still exciting or not, because there are a lot of confusions going on as to how AI could be put to a constructive use, because we keep hearing a lot of rumor, but then coming from a background where we'll have to leverage AI, I'm looking at it with a positive tint of with a tint of positivity. I'm yet to get excited.
Okay.
Good to know. Thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and friends, and a warm welcome to our Medleyans who are coming from far off distances. I will be playing the role of a general evaluator today. As in Toastmasters, we all know that we thrive on feedback. We come here, we shed our fears, and we want to become better. And that is possible not only with practice, but with the feedback that we get from our evaluators. How we can move from strength to strength. So today, along with my team of a panel of evaluators in different forms, we'll be providing evaluation as to how well we did in this meeting and how we can improve our standards so that we keep the Medley flag flying still higher. To assist me in this evaluation, I have a panel of timer, R counter and grammarian. It is very important that every meeting is started on time and is concluded on time, and to help us with that we have the timer. The timer says that his dream or his fantasy was to speak flawlessly in front of an audience, and that he is in the process of turning into a reality by being a Toastmasters at Medley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put together to welcome our timer for today, Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Thank you, DDM Sugandhi. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
Managing the time is one of the crucial aspects in our day-to-day life, right? The same applies in our Toastmaster meeting as well. As a timer, my role is to ensure everyone's finish their speech on time. In today's session, we have two prepared speeches. For prepared speech 1, the allotted time is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I will show you the green card. At the end of 6 minutes, I will show yellow card, and at the end of 7 minutes, I will show the red card. For the next session, we have next prepared speech session. The allotted time is 18 to 22 minutes. At the end of 18 minutes, I will show the green card. At the end of 20 minutes, I will show the yellow card. At the end of 22 minutes, I will show the red card. Moving to the next session would be table topics. The speaker has to speak minimum 1 minute to get qualified. At the end of 1 minute, I will show the green card. At the end of 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. At the end of 2 minutes, I will show the red card. For the evaluation session, at the end of 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At the end of 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and at the end of 3 minutes, I will show the red card. All the speakers will get extra 30-second grace time to finish their speeches. Hope it's clear. Over to you, Ji.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjeev. If you had an opportunity to go through the agenda, the Vice President Education has demarcated each segments with time, and as Toastmasters, as role players, you're all expected to adhere to that timeline, and our Toastmaster Sanjeev will help us in that journey of adherence. Next on my team comes the R counter. The R counter says that we live in a world of fantasy and illusion, and it is difficult to find a reality in the current world. He is none other than Toastmaster Praveen. Toastmaster Praveen, would you please come forward and help us understand the role of the R counter?
Thanks for the introduction, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I am in charge for R counter. The purpose of the R counter is to note the words, repetitive words, sounds and past fillers by speaker, by who speaks during the meeting. I will listen the overusage of words and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen the filler sounds including and. I will also note the words or phrases like I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will present my report when called for.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveen. The next on my team is the grammarian who holds a BA degree in English literature. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put together our hands to welcome the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Srijay Anand.
Good afternoon. As a grammarian, my responsibility is to take a note on usage of good words, good phrases, good sentences or quotes used by the speakers, and I am also being honored to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is chimera, Chimera, meaning a thing which is hoped for but illusionary or impossible to achieve. Example, the economic sovereignty you claim to defend is a chimera. And I will give my overall report when I am called upon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Srijay Anand. So my team is seated amongst all of us, and they'll be quietly taking down the areas where we did well and areas where we can inform. My team also has two evaluators who will be evaluating the speeches. They'll be coming up on stage during their time. With that said, let me hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Chintana.
Thank you. So now let's dive into the prepared speech section. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Jagan. He is a software developer. So now I would call upon our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Anuradha, for the new member induction.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chintana. So it's time to induct our new members. Together we can do great things, said by Mother Teresa. New members not only bring excitement and enthusiasm to the club, but also increase our probability of learning. As the VP membership, I take the privilege to induct our new members. I request the members to come to the front as I read out their names. Distinguished Toastmaster Sukhanti Periyasamy, Toastmaster Ramesh, Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster Sriram, Toastmaster Abhirami, Membership in Medley Toastmaster Club and in Toastmaster International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourself to personal growth and to keep this Toastmaster Club strong and dynamic. New members, please listen carefully as I read out the Toastmaster member promise. In the presence of the members of Medley Toastmaster Club, I promise to attend the meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment. To apply myself to the program outlined in the Toastmaster manual. To participate actively in club activities. to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, then to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters. Will you promise to stand by these obligations?
Yes.
Thank you. I request all the Medley Toastmasters to please raise your hands. As Medley Toastmasters, we pledge to support our new members in their quest for self-development, to provide them with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, and to make their Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Thank you, fellow members. Congratulations to all of you on behalf of Medley Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Back to Tia Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now let's go into the prepared section. First speaker is Toastmaster Jagan. Toastmaster Jagan is a software professional and he is a technical lead in Insightco Inc., a multinational company. He is passionate about coding, blogging, and of course making music because he is the author of our Medley anthem. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ramesh. Ramesh, I request you to provide his speech objectives.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sundara. A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a communication plan. And a couple of note on that, any part of the process he can communicate, he or she can choose, including the results of implementing the plan if the plan was already completed. The speech should not be a report about the content of the develop a communication plan project. Congratulations, all the best.
Thank you. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Jagan. Toastmaster Jagan. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, Toastmaster Jagan.
Is the screen visible to those standing, sitting at the back?
Yes.
Thing is working. Most often it doesn't work. Okay. Do you guys, are these two familiar?
Yes.
Right? Recently I saw a banner. I was traveling back from work. I saw a banner that says, iBaco now open 24 hours at Urban Square. That's when I thought to myself, when did we become so, I don't want to put the adjective there, to open a food shop for 24 hours? If it's an emergency service, let's say we all knew during COVID, an emergency service was open for 24 hours. Doctors were there, military person were there, police were there. But when did we become so, again, to open a food shop for 24 hours? My father used to tell me, Jagan, you've got to sleep at 9:30 and wake up at 5. You've got to wake up before sunrise and sleep probably around 9:30. But the people who are working to provide us ice creams are not. It opened my eye. I went back home. I told my mother and my spouse, I said, it's just so disturbing that the Junior Kopana, it says 24 hours drive-in come restaurant. Who needs food at 3 a.m. in the morning? That's when I realized, no, I've got to make change inside my home. And that's where this communication plan comes into picture. The project manual suggests that a communication plan must have goals, the audience, the message that we want to communicate, what is the tone that the message that you want to communicate, milestones in your communication journey, what are the channels that we are going to use in order to communicate our message, and then our self-evaluation. I'll go through one by one as the manual suggests. Now first, what is my goal? My goal is to educate, to enlighten, to persuade. What do I want to educate? I want to educate my audience about the importance of circadian rhythm. I want to enlighten my audience what are the benefits that we gain from respecting our circadian rhythms. I want to persuade my audience to be in tune with nature and thereby receiving the benefits. And whatever that I've listed here is only the tip of the iceberg. It says better quality sleep increases productivity. Today I took a cold shower this morning and I've never felt as bright as I am today. These are my goals, 3 of them. Who are my audience? My primary audience is, of course, home, my spouse and my mother. That's my primary audience. My secondary audience, the extended family that I have. Now, if I were to communicate this, the 3 goals that I have to my wife and my mother, it's going to extend to the family. That's my secondary audience. My tertiary audience are my friends and colleagues. Now, what is the central message that I want to drive? At the end of this slide, I will finalize what is the central message that I want to drive to the audience. But how am I going to do it? I'm going to use stories and anecdotes, point number 1. I'm going to use the statistics, point number 2. And why should we follow it at 24? And why should we follow it at 64? These 2 are heterogeneous group of audience. A person at 24 might have a different reason to follow. A person at 64 might have a different reason. My wife says, Jagan, we should not eat rice in the evening. My mother says, Jagan, we have always eaten rice throughout our lives. That's a heterogeneous group of audience. How am I going to mention to them the importance of insulin resistance at the evening and you do not consume rice in the evening? So that's the challenge here. Now, how do we follow? How do we get to know that my body is behaving in a certain way throughout the 24 hours of cycle? For those who don't know what is a circadian rhythm, it's a 24-hour sleep-wake cycle that our bodies have. It's an internal tick-tock based on the night and darkness of the sun. Why should I not follow? What happens if I not follow this at 24 and 64? My mother keeps on saying, I'm not able to sleep. Yes, because you are watching your phone at 10 p.m. in the night. That's why you are not able to sleep. It's straightforward. I have to communicate to her, now please stop at 9 and then sleep at 10. So there is a tick-tock within all of us, which is our greatest evolutionary and generational asset. Are we going to make full use of it? That is the central message of my communication plan. What tone should I take? Can I talk to my wife the same way I talk to my mother? Can I talk to a 24-year-old, 25-year-old youngster the same way that I talk to a 64-year-old? No. So it's a heterogeneous audience. For the young, I plan to use reason and time. For the old, I plan to be assertive and kind. For statistics, I want to use a neutral third-person view. But of course, for stories, it's an upbeat first-person view. And it's going to be directly informal. It's not an organization, it's not corporate. It's going to be how I'm talking to you all, except in my native tongue. Now, what are the milestones? I want to start this in the 1st of July. And every Tuesday and Thursday, I want to start sharing a poster to my wife and my mother saying, no, circadian rhythm, this is the benefits. 1 day at a time. And 3 weeks, we have a pit stop. They say 21 days you follow something. I want to try what happens after 21 days. And then 90 days milestone and a 270 days milestone. What has really happened in these days if we start following? For the old, I plan to be assertive and kind. For statistics, I want to use a neutral third-person view. But of course, for stories, it's an upbeat first-person view. And it's going to be directly informal. It's not an organization, it's not corporate. It's going to be how I'm talking to you all, except in my native tongue. Now, what are the milestones? I want to start this in the 1st of July. And every Tuesday and Thursday, I want to start sharing a poster to my wife and my mother saying, no, circadian rhythm, this is the benefits. 1 day at a time. And 3 weeks, we have a pit stop. They say 21 days you follow something. I want to try what happens after 21 days. And then 90 days milestone and a 270 days milestone. What has really happened in these days if we start following? How do we, how do we communicate to a youngster and an old person? My mother watches YouTube videos all the time. She's not on Instagram and Facebook, so I cannot do social media to her. I have to make a video and send it to her. And in the case of course, my wife, Instagram, Facebook, all of that is there. So I'm going to use word of mouth and meetings in person and then posters, videos and social media online. This is my final slide. How would I evaluate mine? If my mother has slept well, my communication has worked. If our digestive systems are working, my communication has worked. If the timeline that I gave just now, the milestones, if I follow that, my communication has worked. Better mood and energy throughout the day as I have today. If my mother also feels the same way, my communication has worked. And all of this, the message has reached the audience if all of this has happened. That is how I want to evaluate myself. As I said, we all have a generational asset in our bodies, which is a 24-hour sleep-wake cycle. Are we making full use of it? I will get to know after a year. That is my communication plan. Over to you.
That was a good info on this academic program. Now let's call upon our second speaker, Toastmaster DTM Sundaraman. Toastmaster DTM Sundaraman, he's a passionate Toastmaster for about 15 years. He's a business storyteller, public speaking coach, presentation skills guru, and author of the book Business Storytelling for Leaders. He was also the first runner-up in the recent area CPIAC contest. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Saravanan. I request the Toastmaster Saravanan to read out the speech objectives.
DTM Sundaraman is giving his speech on engaging humor pathways. Level 5 project is deliver your message with humor. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and delivering a long humorous speech. Please note the time is 18 to 22 minutes. All the very best. Over to you.
Thank you. Now we'll call upon DTM Sundaraman for the speech. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman, why me, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman.
Dale Carnegie once said, a person's name is to that person the sweetest and the most important sound in any language. But in my case, the most dreaded name is my own name. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, there is a reason for it. My name is not so complex like Jagannathan, Nalla and Chakrabarti. So this is a simple South Indian name. But people act as if this is a very complex name to remember or reproduce or write. So whenever I visit a gathering and introduce myself at the end of 10 minutes or end of 30 minutes, people invariably say, nice meeting you, Mr. Sundarajan. Let's meet and catch up, Mr. Sundarajan. Sundarajan. How many of you remember this actor, celebrity actor called Major Sundarajan? I think most of you. This Major Sundarajan who can speak Tamil and English at the same time, I think all of you are aware of it. And this has made a major impact on Tamil audience, and that is the reason people are able to remember the name Sundarajan and not Sundaraman. So people, there are 60% of the population, they call me Sundarajan, and 16% of the people call me Soundarajan, and 10% of the people call me Sundaram, and 11% people call me Sundaraman, and only 3% of the people call me with my actual name Sundararaman. So many of you may be wondering that for this humorous speech I am trying to make it up, but I have a physical proof. So these are all the certificates received from our own Toastmaster clubs. So I would like to have a look at it. So people have used all kind of combinations: Sundaram, Sundaraman, Sundarajan, etc., etc. So long time back, I attended a division conference, and I was so excited, elated, and even became emotional. I went to my wife and said, "Jayanti, see here, my name tag." And at last, people have put my name properly, without any spelling mistake, without any distortion. She just scanned the tag for 30 seconds and said, "Check your second name." My God, my second name, instead of Chintamani, they have printed China Tomani. And so long time back, I was on a project at France, Paris, 1 month long project, and I was with my wife. And at the end of 1 month, she wanted to exhaust all groceries. On the last day, she prepared some dish with a leftover dal. On that day, our French friend, one Miss Pascolis, visited us to see us off. And Jayanti offered this dish to her. And before she was about to taste it, and at that time she asked this question, Jayanti, what is this dish called? Huh? It is sundal. Can you come again? What is that? I said sundal. Oh, does it sound like your husband's name? No. That is Sundar, this is Sundal. Sundal can be eaten, Sundar cannot be eaten. Hey, enna vechi comedy panniye. So actually, then Pascolis asked, Jayanti, what is your husband's full name and how do you spell it? Oh, he is called Sundara Raman. Sundaraman. So I think abusing of my name has gone up to international level. So actually, I thought my name has got so many vowels, and that is the reason people started abusing it. But later I realized that people with so many vowels like Satish Kumar Subramaniam, Vijayalakshmi Soundarajan, people use it effortlessly. But there should be some reason why people misuse my name inappropriately. And finally, I thought that there could be some other reason. Have you ever seen a person who was trying to NP a small tiny tot, 1 month old baby? Have you ever seen a person? Actually, my cousin Karthik came to my house with this 1 month old baby, and I started envying that small baby. I envied that baby just because of his name. His name, OM, that's all. Such a simple, cute, sweet name. Whereas my name is Sundara Raman Chintamani. I thought, yes, now I got the idea. So why not I shorten my name? Now let me also try to make my name as simple as like Om. So not even Sundar, not even Sunda, just to Su. So I told my family members, henceforth I am going to be called as a Su. Once my wife went to her friend's house, and while we were talking, the lady had a small baby, and I was playing with that boy, trying to do a little bit of magic tricks, trying to demonstrate all my skills with that small baby. And I got a call, and I was talking to my friend over phone, and this boy was sitting on my lap. And this lady went inside the kitchen, and then she tried to prepare some coffee. By that time, my wife realized that it was getting too late. Then she immediately said, Su. She was trying to do all this body language, but she was calling me Su. See, the moment the word is uttered, the voice came from the kitchen. Su, don't go, Su. I am coming, don't go, Su. I was wondering, what is happening? Why this lady is asking me not to go? Why does she want to see me off? Then finally I realized that Su means different, and this boy has understood it. The moment he heard the first term, he has already finished that, and I got drenched. So I thought, no, I have to come back to my original name. So then again, now people try to use all permutation combinations. Soundarajan, Soundaraman, Sundaraman, Sundarajan, Sundaram. So the moment someone says with a different name, it is easy to correct them. But when they say that Sundaraman or Sundaraman, I get annoyed. No, my name is not Sundaraman, my name is not even Sundaraman. So it is Sundara Raman. Then they realized, and then they started adding a couple of RAs. Sundara Raman. Ra, Sarasika Ra. My God, it is a simple South Indian name. And why this Kolaveri? I can't even understand. I think it will be a Shimano moment if I expect that everyone is going to call my name properly. So I cannot do anything, I have to bear with that. So that is all the issues with respect to my problem. So now let me move on to my academic qualification. I think most of you would have done one of these courses: BA, BCom, BSc, BTech, MTech, any normal courses. But in my case, again, that is different. So all along I was working for oil and gas industry, and then I joined an IT organization. So when I joined there, the HR team, they have not verified my certificates. They said that you just join and some third party will do the background check later. Oh, I already resigned my job from a public sector. Now I am joining this company, and what will happen if some verification does not go well? What if the third party is not satisfied with the verification process? I was literally jittery. And a couple of weeks, this person called me, this agent called me and said, and he explained the purpose of this call. Then, sir, let me ask you a couple of questions, please answer. Sir, where did you study? Oh, I studied from the Institution of Engineers, Kolkata. Oh, Kolkata, then you should be knowing Bengali. Bengali, yeah. Even in Hindi, I cannot speak more than 3 words. Hindi nahi malum, that's all. I cannot speak in Hindi. Sir, how come you are studied from Kolkata without knowing Bengali? No, I studied from Chennai. Oh, was it a distance learning program? No, it's not distance learning program. It is a private study. Then you should be having a lot of practicals. How did you do all the practicals? And I was trying to give some kind of explanation. Immediately jump to another question. Okay, sir, tell me, what did you study? What did you study? I studied AMI. AMI. I never got this. What do you mean by AMI? Actually, AMI is one of the tough course people like Ramesh can understand. So it is almost like a CA version of the engineering. So what is AMI? It is Associate Member of Institution of Engineers. Oh, that is a membership. I asked you, what did you study, BTech or BE? It was very difficult for me to explain this. I think I need to speak to any of your higher officials. So this conversation was almost similar to the conversation between Balram Naidu and the bioscientist in the movie Dasavatar. And before this agent calling me, Lashkari Toibaba, somehow this conversation got ended because he was under pressure to complete so many background checks on that particular day. So this is my issue with my degree. Then let me move on. So I worked in, so I'm not like a typical boomer who has worked in an organization for 30 long years or 40 long years. Like today's 2K kids, I started hopping jobs now and then. So first I worked in a company called Madras Refineries Limited, in short called MRL. Now that name is not existing. Now it is called the Chennai Petroleum Corporation or CPCL. Then I was working for a company called S.com. Now that company is not existing, it became ProtectSoft. Then I joined a company called Satyam Computers. It is no more existing. It is taken over by Tech Mahindra. So in between, actually, I joined another small company called Auto Dynamics Process Software, so which is an Indian subsidiary of a US company. We were into the simulation software. And this word, I liked it very much. Auto Dynamics seems to be very elegant and smart. Whenever someone is asking me, where are you working, Sundar? So I say, no, Auto Dynamics. So Auto Dynamics seems to be a very elite name. But it was so difficult for the family members to pronounce that name. They could not get it properly. Whenever my mother is asked this question, where does your son work? She will immediately divert, Sundar, where do you work? Tell uncle. But my mother-in-law is different. She would like to give her best. So once my mother-in-law's neighbor asked, Mommy, where does your son-in-law working? Actually, he was with MRL, Madras Refineries. No, I'm asking you, where does he currently work? Where does he work now? I think he was with the MRL, now he is auto. What? Has he quit public sector now riding autos? My God. So the challenge with my name again got into my employers' names. So wherever I had, the company's name also had challenges. So I had problem with my name. I had problem with my company's name. I had problem with my degree. Always I used to think, why me? But have you ever seen a person having challenge with the address? Address. Anyone? I had a problem with my address. So once I had some issues with my credit card, and then I tried to call that helpline and trying to resolve the problem. And after several minutes, several trial and pressing all the buttons, finally that agent picked up the call. Yes sir, OVA here, how can I help you? I quickly explained my problem. Sir, I need to verify your profile. Your name please? Oh, my name is Sundaraman Chintamani. Sir, your date of birth? 14th May 1962. Sir, your address please? My address is 1B Venkatesh Nilayam, 155 St. Mary's Road, Allatpet, Chennai 6,18,000. Sorry sir, your address does not match with the address in our system. What? I am residing in this address for more than 15 years. How come? What is the challenge? What do you have it in your system? Sir, in our system it says 155 Street, Mary's Road, and Chennai 6,18,000. 155 Street, Mary's Road. Oh, St. Mary's Road. St. Mary Road means St. Mary's Road. Got it? So you know this is where all celebrities like VNS they are residing. St. Mary Road, so you don't know? No sir, sorry sir. As per our computer, it is 155 Street and Mary's Road. And if at all this issue has to be resolved, you have to come in person with your address proofs. I will drop your card and she put it on hold. So that is the challenge with my address. And I was all along thinking that I was the only person who is residing in this address, 1B Venkatesh Nilayam. And one day the doorbell rang. And when I opened the door, this Domino Pizza guy was waiting with 3 family-sized pizzas and then a couple of garlic breads, 3 bottles, Pepsi, Coke, Sprite. And then I got elated, excited. My God, someone has ordered for me or our family. Someone has ordered on behalf of us. I told my wife, see here, that Mexican veggie pizza, I am not going to share with anyone, so it is all for me. My son said, no, I will take the entire garlic bread. No one should share it with me. So after this quick agreement, then we asked him, okay, hand over. Sir, let me ask your name. So are you Mr. Rao IAS? Rao IAS? No. So this is for Mr. Rao IAS 1B Venkatesh Nilayam. That is when I realized that someone else is having the same address who is in my rear block. He is also having 1B. Mr. Rao IAS was residing on 1B Venkatesh Nilayam in the rear block. I was residing in the front block. Oh my God, this is meant for the person who is in the rear block, and I diverted him. But since he is an IAS officer, during every festivals, during Diwali, Happy New Year, people will start sending in all kind of gifts, and people will wait for in queue line, and then continuously they will be knocking our door. And I have to say that, no, Mr. Rao is in the rear block. Mr. Rao is in the rear block. So coincident or not, whenever we are very hungry, that is when the guys will come with sumptuous cakes, fruit basket, dry fruits, all this kind of stuff. And we will get annoyed. And finally we decided, all of us we decided, and then we decided to go away from this place. And we thought of letting out of this apartment for rent and go for another rented apartment. I don't think any family would have done, shifted their residence for this kind of reason, this kind of silly reason. Then we moved to a nearby locality called Janaki Avenue. So this apartment where we moved in, this apartment was at the end of the dead end of this road. And unfortunately, there was another road which was having a dead end at the back of my apartment. I guess you got an idea, right? So our apartment was in between 2 dead ends of the road. The challenge was the GPS map could not locate our location, and invariably it will divert people to the back side of our road. So whenever we order something from Amazon or Swiggy, I have to go there. So I have to take my scooter and then go for 1 kilometer, and I have to go to the rear side of the road, and I have to collect it from the person. So earlier my challenge was to open the door and simply say, Mr. Rao is at the back. But now I have to go and then collect it. So it was never a door delivery. It was a bore delivery. Okay. Is anyone having a birthday today or this week?
Last week.
Oh, Saravanan. Oh yeah, Saravanan. My evaluator had a birthday. So I think your official birthday, am I right? So in India we have 2 kinds of birthday. One as per English calendar and another one as per Hindu star birthday, which is called Nakshatra Pirandanal. And there are a few people who have more than 2 birthdays. People like me, people like Guru. So all boomer uncles. So today, if a child has to get into a school, a kindergarten, LKG or UKG, the child has to go for an interview with the principal, or sometimes they have to write an entrance exam, or sometimes even the parents they have to write the entrance exam. But those days, the task was so simple. The child is able to do a simple exercise. Anyone has got any guess? Yeah. All you have to do is touch your left ear with your right hand. And if you are able to crack this unique entrance exam, then you are allowed to get into the class. And the parents will be so happy to put the awards into the school because one problem is solved. No more the children need to be at home. And I was one such kind of person who had another birthday. Certificate, as per certificate birthday, it was totally different. And again, as I said, it was no problem when I was with my hardcore oil and gas industry, nothing was happening. But the moment I got into the IT industry, things were totally different. So one day I went to my office and I found that my cabin was decorated with festoons and balloons. And the moment I got into cabin, a gang who were hiding there started shouting, "Happy birthday! Happy birthday!" Happy birthday for whom? Someone brought a cake and someone put a candle on the cake, someone lit the candle and they themselves blew the candle, rather they spit on the candle. And immediately 2 girls started singing, "Jimmy Ki Kamal, Jimmy Ki Kamal." They started singing, "Hey, Chechi, Chechi, it is not my birthday. Please understand, today is not my birthday." But no one listened. So they came and put all the cream on my face. And before I could say something more, someone put a piece of cake in my mouth and then started pop-up foam on my face. I could neither open my eyes nor open my mouth. And people were waiting for the right time. And someone said, "Come on guys, let's start the birthday bumps." Oh. As if listening to the command of a field marshal, everyone meticulously followed that instruction, and in 2 minutes everything got over. They came, they saw, and they conquered. And it was totally paining that I was celebrating my birthday on a wrong day. And now I was wondering which pain is more, this mental pain or the other pain. And I was about to settle down. Someone peeped. "Excuse me?" "Yes." And, "Sir." Yes, tell me what?" "Sir, I forgot." "Forgot what?" "Sir, that birthday bump." Then I was explaining all this again to my friend Srikanth. And Srikanth was saying, "Hey Sundar, after all they are celebrating your birthday on some day, and see the kind of efforts they have put in. They have decorated your cabin with the festoons and balloons, and wishes are more important. Don't you agree?" I think wishes are more important. Srikanth is a wise person, he is a mature person. Whatever he says, there is a meaning in it. Then I agreed. After a few weeks, it was the birthday of Srikanth. I called my team. So come on guys, let's go and wish Mr. Srikanth. The team member said, "No sir, no, we will not go now. So we will go at 10:12 a.m. 10:12 a.m. What is so special about 10:12 a.m.? No sir, Srikanth told me that he was born at 10:12 a.m. and that is the time he wants us to greet him. Hey, for you, Ratam, for others, Takaliya. So this is how I was having challenges throughout my life. Lot of why me moments. I used to contemplate, why me alone facing challenges with my name, my degree, my address, my company, etc., etc. Why me alone having these challenges? But without all these problems, today I would not be delivering my humorous speech for 20 minutes. I think universe has got some purpose and it wants to make something interesting. No, let me rephrase it. Instead of saying why me, why not me? Over to you, Sosma.
That was an engaging speech. Okay, that concludes the prepared speech section. Timer, can you just announce the qualified speakers?
Both the speakers are qualified.
Okay. Audience, you can vote for the best speakers. Yeah. So now moving on to the next session, we have an education session, also part of Medley Super League session 2 by our DTM Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad. Guru Prasad is an advisor in process safety management for process industries, working in global ESG company called Spera as senior subject matter expert. So many of us enjoyed his delightful roast the toast speech in the milestone meeting. Let's have a promising session today as well. Let's welcome our Distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
After an exciting session by DTM Sundar Raman, I am here to calm you down, start thinking and focus. I'm not here to crack jokes or make humor today. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity, also for accepting my suggestion to prepone, this is an Indian English word, prepone this session before the actual TT sessions. I thought this will be useful for those members who are going to appear here for the TT session. Never try teaching your wife how to drive a car. This phrase I will never forget throughout my life. For two reasons. One is my personal experience on this. Second, this was the first ever table topic given to me when I visited Medley Toastmasters Club as a guest. And the TT master on that day was none other than my mentor and the previous speaker, Distinguished Toastmaster Sundar Raman Chintamani. Let me ask one question with one of the new joiners who was inducted. New joiner, Distinguished Toastmaster Suganti. Do you remember still the first table topic you got when you went to a Toastmasters Club? And do you recall that experience of you giving a table topic speech on the day when you are not a Toastmaster at all?
I attended my first meeting as a Toastmaster, but I vividly remember the first TT that I got when I came to Medley.
Great. This is the interesting thing about table topics. So we are here to discuss about table topics. Of course, this Medley Super League's concept is to talk about meeting roles. However, it makes no sense to talk about meeting role called TT Master without explaining the whole concept of TT itself. So I am distributing my session into three parts. 3 is a favorite number for public speakers, you all know. First is about TT itself and 3 categories of TT. Second is about attending a TT session. Third is about playing the TT Master's role. So this will be a comprehensive session on the whole concept of table topics, because table topics is your life. Before even getting into it, I would like to remind you, guests and new joiners particularly, the word table topics is copyrighted by Toastmasters. In normal English, it's called as impromptu speaking or extempore speech. But the word table topics, you are not supposed to use this anywhere outside of Toastmaster premises. Please remember this. This word is reserved only for Toastmaster events. Well, as you all know, and some of the guests who are going to experience today, table topics is nothing but calling you, asking you to talk about something. But I will tell you what something is. Then you have to immediately start talking about it. Looks very simple, isn't it? When you come here and stand, you will find out whether it's that simple or overcomplicated. That's your personal experience. It depends on the day, the time, your mood, and so many aspects of it. But still, why do this horror movie every week and even conduct a contest for it every year? Toastmaster doesn't do anything without a purpose. So I define table topics in 3 categories. One is your table topic speech in a typical club meeting that you're going to see after my session. Second is attending or participating in a table topics contest of Toastmasters. Third is very, very important. understanding that your life is surrounded only by table topics, not by anything else. That is why I have titled this session as Impromptu Life. Tell me, in a day of 24 hours, excepting the 8 hours that you sleep approximately, the remaining 16 hours where you have or don't have a work-life balance, how many times you go with a prepared speech and talk to someone? Once a day? No, no way. Once in a week? Probably. Once in a month? Definitely, if you are a Toastmaster. But tell me something, how many times you are asked a question on the spot and expected to reply immediately? Almost every hour. You are late for the Toastmasters meeting and you just bypass that Taramani junction, not Taramani, the Madhya Kailash junction signal and went into a no entry. Just you are trying to get in the right road, the policeman stops you, asks you, why did you come here? Well, you practice your table topics before him. Share all your life story. You go home late after 5 o'clock, you spend a lot of time having tea, coffee, chai with friends, and your family is waiting to go to a movie. You go home at 7:30. That's table topics contest for you. And once in a year, you sit in something called appraisal. That's your district finals in table topics. Do you agree? Table topics surrounds you all your life. So remember, this club meeting every week prepares you to be a better table topic speaker. So you can casually come. You can have a frivolous attempt. Need not worry, need not prepare. Just try it out here. You are free. We are giving you a free training session on table topics. The topic could be anything and everything. Just try it, attempt it, deliver it. You get warmed up. Then there are two items. One is the contest, one is real life. In the contest, you don't care about the topic, you don't care about the audience, you don't care about the table topic master either. You only care about 3 to 5 people. Who are they? The judges. You plan, prepare and deliver your table topics in such a way that it fills up all the columns of the judging ballot sheet. We'll go to it in detail when there's a separate session happening on attending table topic contest. But for now, most of you, how many of you have at least attended one table topic contest or at least one prize somewhere? Yeah, you know there is a ballot and it contains marks for different things. Based on your warming up throughout the year in club meetings, listening to so many funny topics, easy topics, difficult topics, philosophical topics, or sometimes we even play games. You take a pen, you take a gavel, you take a camera, I give you a topic. You get used to it. Then start. Contest master, what is your topic? You are ready. And you deliver it. By doing these two, the third one, your real life, I'm telling you, it's not a table topic in your life actually. Most of the times when you're facing a table topic situation in your life, 80% of the time you already expect it. For example, you're delivering a project speech with your team, or you're giving a planning, or some end of a project, you give a report, etc. You already know what are the possible questions that might come in the end. But in what form, by whom, with what objective are the challenges with you. So your preparation should be not on answers, but on how to answer whom. If the question is asked by a general manager, how should you answer? If the question is answered by your team member, asked by a team member or the client, how should you answer? This should be your focus. All this could be practiced in your regular weekly table topic sessions. This is my suggestion. Any topic given to you, look at the audience as a different set of people. Every week you come to a table topic session. Today you decide, no, today I am going to attend table topic like corporate setting. Whatever topic he gives, I will talk like talking in my office. Then later, today I am going to attend table topics like I have given a session in an organization or in a college, in a big seminar, a keynote address, then audience are asking their questions in the end. How will I answer them? Your approach shall be different. Don't just come here to take your name, come, listen to a topic and say, I never expected this topic, table topic master, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you can do this in your earlier stages. You can try. But come with this kind of a setting, mindset, that this week I'm going to attend table topic with a different perspective. You will grow. Once in a while, you can also have a funny moment. Sometimes I try to, sometimes the topic doesn't make sense to me at all. I grab those words in the topic, just deliver two sentences. If there is a 4-word topic, three sentences each, it becomes 4 into 3, 12. So each sentence takes around 30-40 seconds. You are already green flag. These are the minimal tricks to win a table topic. Guess, you are blinking your eyes, I know. In another 10 minutes, you will know what I am talking about. So, my first basic suggestion is, understand table topics is to help you survive as well as grow in your life than prepared speeches. Of course, prepared speeches are important, but you have time, you have a mentor, you have a script, you have data, you have statistics, everything. You can do it peacefully. Table topics is where you should do this. Second, yes, you are invited for table topic session. If you are a guest, particularly for guests and new joiners, you have a time limit of minimum for table topics. Green is 1 minute. Whatever topic is given, first volunteer, be ready. That is where your winning strategy starts. Be ready, come here. Listen to whatever impromptu topic given by the table topic master. Just take it inside. You are expected to start as early as possible, though we can manage for 10 to 15 seconds of thinking time, not explicitly. Just start by saying, good afternoon, table topic master, my dear friends, Toastmaster of the day, president of the day, sergeant of the day. If long, it will take another 15-20 seconds. These are tricks for managing, not being a successful table topic speaker. Just do all this. Then by the time in the background processing should happen, your real intelligent engine should start working, not AI. Then you talk something about whatever words you grabbed here and there. Sometimes you don't even understand. Say this word, I don't even understand. I'll try to say something, how I manage understand ununderstandable situations. Just be smart. Second important thing, be always observant in your life. Watch everything that you look, you see, you hear, you feel. Store it somewhere. Sometimes, unbelievably, it will come into your mind. Somebody talks about a particular topic, you would remember something that happened last week, 15 days ago, 20 days ago, bring it in, connect it. That gives you confidence that you are able to manage any kind of questions in club meetings. That helps you when you actually face a real table topic situation where you already know the topic, you already know the subject, you have knowledge, you have expertise. What you don't know is what kind of question will come to you. Be ready for it. Third important thing, you are the table topic master. Now you have a role. You are going to conduct this session. Don't be a horror movie ghost. First of all, be very friendly, because everybody is going to introduce you as the villain of the meeting, all that sort of thing. He or she is going to kill your time, etc., etc. But take a few seconds. Every meeting, even if there are no guests or experienced Toastmasters, please take a few seconds to explain what table topics is, how much time is given to every speaker. You are going to ask the question. You will say, I will invite you here, shake hands, then say your name, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. What is your name? What is your name? Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. This is how I am going to announce the topic. Explain this. Then also request them, say something, talk something till that person shows a green card. Don't hesitate. Don't go out. Give them a comfortable feeling. Because many times people who have not even seen a stage but not stood on a stage, come here. They try to deliver, they get so terribly upset and leave. Motivate them. We have seen sometimes the guests will get stuck. Everybody will be dead silent. Being a TT master, stand here. Tell them, okay, but when was it first time you tasted a mango juice? Okay, which shop do you remember? How much you paid? Just tempt him or her. So she or he gets a motivation to continue for 30 minutes. Whatever you blabber or talk, we are going to applaud, don't worry. But you should get a sense of satisfaction when the speaker should get the sense of satisfaction when he or she leaves the podium after delivering a table topics. That is the ultimate responsibility of table topic master. You are not here to be a ringmaster challenging everyone. You are here to motivate them and tell them you are ready for impromptu life. So, this is impromptu life for you in the name of table topics. And this is a session that's going to happen in a few minutes. And there is a TT master who is going to conduct the way I said. Having said all this, are you ready to live an impromptu life? Yes. I'm open for any quick questions if you have.
So one of the things I find is the discussions is a forum. You can have a panel discussion or kind of interactive. There's not much of interaction in the, I don't know if it's only the impromptu thing or otherwise. Because it's more of a monologue all the time. This participation combined, that sort of thing is a bit less out here.
Good question. So once in a while, we also conduct. So his question is, this table topic is always a monologue. You call one person, give you a topic, he only talks, or the project speakers only talk. Do you also have sessions where the speeches or the conversations are interactive between people? Because table topic, one topic I give him, I go sit there. I don't care what he talks. But he says, why don't we be interactive? So red flag has arisen. So I give you a quick answer. We conduct periodically such debate sessions, panel discussions, once in a while, once in a month or once in 2 months. We conduct those sessions also. But even project speeches, sometimes your project speecher says you are supposed to conduct a panel discussion and be a moderator. Or suppose you are supposed to conduct a session with challenging audience. They will disturb you a lot. There are so many projects within Toastmasters for carrying out all these also. But as a regular model, we have only, yes sir, we will have only table topics given to individual speakers. DTM Sampath has a point to make.
Just I want to add to what he said. See, other things usually tried as the round robin method. The story, singing a story.
Yeah.
Both of them are usually not successful.
They are only for fun, they are not with serious intent. That's why even the participants don't take that those spinning the yarn or seriously. They keep on blabbering jokes and all. So that's why they are not very successful. But if you remember, sir, they are conducted only during milestone meetings or some fun meetings, not as a serious activity during regular meetings. Venkatesh, you have a point to make?
My personal experience, 2015, when I was attending a Vaibhav for the trademark agent examination in Mumbai, before 3 years, revenue service people. Sorry to mention that the person is Mr. Oja. He is a Bengali. When he was talking to me, there was a air mounting AC air condition was there. He was asking that the questions they will ask from trademark rules and practice, and he was asking me the third question. Mr. Venkatesh, what fan, which classification it will come? It will come. Originally, I heard that fan F, but you know that the language is pan. Because of table topics, that impromptu thinking and the delivery, I said, sir, pan comes under kitchen utensils in class 21. Fan comes under in class 7. Sir, pardon me, sir, I told him. You won't believe that I got a state, Tamil Nadu state first mark in the trademark index.
Very good, very good. This is the only point I made. You have to be observant to be a good table topic speaker. Don't take it light that there is a 10-minute session. If I'm lucky, I will not be called. If I'm called, I am finished. No, don't come here to deliver something. Take it seriously for your personal life and your personal goal. You will grow well in your impromptu life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I hope now everybody is eager to come onto the stage for the table topics. So now we have the interesting session, table topics. So to conduct this, I would call upon our table topic master, Toastmaster Pramod. Toastmaster Pramod is a classical acupuncturist. He is coming all the way from Selayur, Tambaram, just for this in-person meeting. So as an English grammar lover, he has found Grammarly app, that is an AI-powered tool, helpful for his, to make his articles perfectly grammatically right. So I would call upon Toastmaster Pramod onto the stage.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Toastmasters Santana. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, before we start the table topic session, firstly, our distinguished Toastmaster Guru Prasad has already
explained elaborately what our table talk is about. But even then, I think I'm obligated to say a few words as that is something I've learned today. Table topics is all about a topic you're given and you can speak for the topic or against the topic or as closely related to the topic as possible. So speaking on this topic is not really much of a chimera, and that is something which I'm going to be asking some of our seasoned speakers to speak about this so that the guests can understand, hey, this is something I can do. Secondly, I would also like to repeat something our timer has said, that we have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and for a maximum of 2 minutes, at which point the red card will be displayed, and after that we get 30 seconds grace period. So I request that we be mindful of the time that we take. So for our first speaker, I would like to call Toastmaster Jayashree. Toastmaster Jayashree, your very first topic is, which quirky or unusual task, daily task, would you like to assign AI? Which quirky or unusual daily task would you assign to AI, Toastmaster Jayashree?
Few weeks back, I said on WhatsApp status, if given a chance, I would leave my body off the gym and then pick it up when it is all ready. How many of you have seen that status? Right? That's something that which I wish if AI can do it for me, I'd be sorted. Fitness is something that which we all talk about when we need to experience as a person. We do it so that we get the maximum benefit out of it. But with lives getting busier and with fitness also seems to be very tough to maintain these days, I wish instead of a Natasha as a chatbot in Hike, instead of a Siri, instead of an Alexa prompting me, hey, the time is 6 o'clock, go to the gym. Can you please go to the gym and give me the benefits? That's something that which I would wish to see. How could AI help us in achieving our fitness goals with me being a fitness enthusiast? I know it's going to be really tough for all the AI enthusiasts here and all the passionate developers out here. I know there are a lot of health fitness apps that has come up, but if AI could replace human beings in fitness and make their life better, that's something that which I would wish. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayashree. Considering that we do assign AI much of our work today, work which we would otherwise not like to do, I think it would be really nice if we could just assign the AI the work which we hate to do, but we really need to do. So, for our next speaker, I would like to call upon distinguished Toastmaster Sampath. Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath, do you think that artificial intelligence will ever gain consciousness or self-awareness? Do you think artificial intelligence will ever gain consciousness or self-awareness? Distinguished Toastmaster Sampath.
Good afternoon, tabletop master and fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is a typical example of worrying about things we need not worry. What AI should do or should not do is not my concern, except if it's going to affect my life in some way. I don't think AI has advanced so much, or will advance so much within the next, let us say 10 years or so, to beat me in anything. There is a very famous saying which I am never tired of repeating. Artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. We are all endowed with the stupidity which actually adds a lot of spice to our life. Just imagine I am like an AI. I am perfect in everything. I keep on doing that. What is there in life? Nothing. You have to stumble and fall. We have to do things wrong. If you are cooking, you have to put more salt one day, do something else. If you are writing, you should make some mistakes. Everywhere you go, a mix of a little bit of what is not expected actually adds the real beauty of life. So if artificial intelligence has to do something, let artificial intelligence worry about it. And those people who are trying to develop the artificial intelligence systems, let them worry about it because they are getting money for it. I am not here to worry about what AI should do or need not. And I would urge Pramod also to join me.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Sampath, for assuring us that we don't need to worry about the warnings of John Connor from the Terminator movie series, for those of us who might recognize it. So we don't need to worry about the rise of the machines against us, because I guess our natural stupidity or our imperfect human way of living is enough to take care of everything. For the next speaker, I would like to call Toastmaster Vijay. Toastmaster Vijay, if you could have an AI companion with a superpower, what would it be? If you could have an AI companion with a superpower, what would it be? Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Actually, when it comes to artificial intelligence, I have another opinion. We are that artificial intelligence. In some other planet, some other human beings created artificial intelligence with only differences you have muscles and some biological things, and they dropped you in this planet. The other difference is you can reproduce by yourself. That's the difference. All the human beings you can see, now chemicals, they say if you want to be happy, there are some chemicals. If you are sad, there are some chemicals. If you are too talkative, there are certain neurotransmitters. If you drink alcohol, you behave differently totally. And at certain point of time, your behavior is different, your thought is different, everything is different. You are not yourself. You are a machine. We are basically a machine, and we are all thinking in the format of machine. We are already an artificial intelligence created by some other human beings in some other planet. And we have created new artificial intelligence. And one day we are going to find that, my God, we are artificial intelligence, and we have created some other artificial intelligence. We will be able to identify that we are artificial intelligence when we are successful in creating such a superpower artificial intelligence like similar to us. We drop that artificial intelligence into some other planet, and that artificial intelligence will behave exactly in the same way how we behave. So by that time, you will all understand that, okay, we are all that artificial intelligence. Only thing is that I think in future we will create artificial intelligence in such a way that will be eternal, that will not have any death at all. That will be the difference. Otherwise, I strongly believe that you need not create any new artificial intelligence. You are already an artificial intelligence, talking, sharing thoughts, thinking. All the process what we do is in the format of artificial intelligence. With this, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. This is an interesting perspective. We ourselves are artificial intelligence. So why should we be concerned about the rise of an artificial intelligence which is in this world when we could be the artificial intelligence of a different world? Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Rekha. Toastmaster Rekha, do you like going on vacations? Okay. So if artificial intelligence could design a perfect vacation for you, where would you like to go and what are the activities you like to do there? where would you like the perfect artificial intelligence to design the perfect vacation for you, and what are the activities you'd like to do there? Toastmaster Rika.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. So if artificial intelligence is going to plan my vacation is not a distant dream anymore for me, because very recently, last month, I have planned my entire, it's not a vacation, it's my official trip, with a mix of 2 weekends in between. So I have given all my plan and my time and my schedule, everything in the AI that we generally use in our organization called Copilot. It's a Microsoft Copilot thing. So we have a work and a web version where it will give you a general guidance for your day-to-day activities. And if in case of your day-to-day work routine, you can take advantage of the Copilot web as Copilot work as well. So I had taken a full advantage of a Copilot web, and I had given my complete schedule. These 5 days I'm going to be at my client site, and these 2 days is my weekend, and I have this much time to this much time. And I went firstly to the country called Australia, Perth, wherein I got a map, just a map in my hand. From my childhood, I was very much interested in seeing the maps and trying to explore everything on my own. That kind of a nature I already have. But with thanks to the technology that we have, we got a Google map. In spite of that, I landed at the airport, and then I got a physical map as well there. And with that, on seeing the connections between the place that I am going to reside to the place where I have to commute for my work, with that A to B as a destination and then origin, I had given it, and you won't believe me that with that entire 2 weekends in between, just like I born and brought up in Australia, I went everywhere there. It had given me a plan in such a way that I'm a pure vegan. It had given even a suggestion of where to go and how do I reach that place by taking an option of a train and a bus connectivity. So I got completely amazed, and I felt that it is a perfect companion that had helped me to plan entire vacation as if I can't even think if I have a person on my side to guide and go to that particular place. So that much helpful AI was to me for a perfect vacation along with my work plan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rekha, for introducing us to this Microsoft Copilot. I guess we should all try it out sometime when we are going on a vacation, or we could take your help if it requires a specific access. Next, I would like to call upon distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham, if you could ask artificial intelligence one question about the future, what would it be? If you could ask artificial intelligence one question about the future, what would it be? Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham.
It's often said that if you knew your life, what's the big fun in life? Therefore, I would dare not ask artificial intelligence any question that will quench my curiosity. Any question that will put an end to the question mark that the beautiful life ahead is for me. Friends, let me confess to you. After I decided not to continue my career, I chanced upon Medley. I came here, I met human beings, and we had a lot of chat. We had longer chat because samosas were larger those days. Yeah, and they used to serve us in great style. So we wanted to get the maximum out of that 5,000 rupees Mr. VNS used to pay, so that we got enough out of them. Then, sooner or later, we had interesting projects we had, some 10 projects, specialized projects. I can see some of the heads nodding, absolutely. I still love it. Then pathways came, and mercy of I was made a pathways guide. I took it because that would help me get 1 point for my DTM dreams. But with that went all the fun, all the stories about life. Then you got stories about you do projects, you bring change management. I can read out the entire project details I got. You have the audience, you have a message,
the message, the how you deliver it, conclusion, all these difficult things about life that you want to keep away from, to dive into serenity here, living with humans, spending a couple of hours with humans, that joy was taken away. And on top of that, you're asking me to ask artificial intelligence? Even this intelligence is bad enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. I'm glad to know that we don't need to know everything about the future, because sometimes too much knowledge can tax us extensively. Now, due to the paucity of time, I would like to conclude this session and hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day.
So thank you, Toastmaster Pramod, for reinforcing the AI in the topics as well. Yeah. So we had now seen both the opinions, both the sides of the artificial intelligence. So we just heard about the apps like Copilot as well. So how it is helping us. Similarly, whatever apps I use, AI-powered apps, maybe I would like to share it with you. So any of you have used the Udly app? Udly app?
Yes.
Yeah. So anybody can just tell about this app?
So this is an AI app which will help you to assess your speech grammatically and the tone and structure of the speech, the timing and the fillers and everything. It will try to assess and prompt you with your preparation of the speech.
Exactly. So there is an app called Udly. This is an AI-powered tool. So this would be interesting for the people who would like to improve their communication or speaking skill. So in this app, if you upload your audio or video of the speech, it will completely analyze the speech and provide you suggestions as how to improve your clarity, how to improve your pace, and it also rephrases the sentences and also ultimately gives the tag report also. So if at all, if you want to provide any speech or any presentations or any interview, you can try this app before you, as a first hand, you can try this evaluation. And this app was introduced by Toastmaster Rekha, so thanks Rekha for that. And the other app I'm using extensively is the Duolingo app. That is also an AI tool which helps you to learn any language. So it is an AI tool which tailors to your learning capability. So you can learn the language at your full potential. So now currently I'm learning German, so it is easily helping me and I can easily cope up. Even to my kids, I introduce this app and it is really benefiting them to learn any language. And yeah, there are more such apps, like Copilot, Siri, Alexa, of course the ChatGPT. Everyone is using that.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
So when you use this kind of apps, I just have a question that if you have a human person teaching you, say, the German language itself, would it be, if you have to compare that, in terms of a very smart German speaker, a learned speaker, a coach, let's put it that way, if you want to compare that kind of thing, how would you rate that? Because one of the things I look at it is the multiple AI tools are there. And what is the more efficacy, or what is if you want to differentiate between the different apps, all of them are AI, but in terms of evaluating them and putting them, and also one of the doubts that I have is the app will train you the way that app has been put in, the program or the logic, the algorithm that has gone into it. So in terms of a human being who's teaching you, how would you compare that? That's my question.
No, if a human teaches, he teaches for the complete strength in the class, right? If the addressing or the teaching method would be the same.
Now, assuming that there is a single single person coaches.
Yeah. Okay, in case if you are affordable to put a single coach, then it's fine. But this tool can personalize this teaching according to your needs, according to your capability. That's where the AI stands. So maybe you can try that. Maybe it cannot be matched with a human, but it has more advantages on the other side also. You can try that and you can just see. So AI is
name of the tool?
Duolingo.
Duolingo.
Okay, next we will move on to the evaluation section. For that, I will call upon our DTM Sugandhi.
I was mesmerized and enjoying the meeting, and suddenly the Toastmaster of the day calls me up for general evaluation. Probably, I think that is the I was sitting in a world of illusion, and you brought me back to reality. All right, we'll begin with the timer, because timer, could you please read out the qualified table topics so that we can proceed with the voting for the best speaker and the best table topic speaker.
So all these speakers are qualified. Anyway, I will read out the names. Toastmaster Jayashree, DTM Sampar, Toastmaster Vijay, Toastmaster Rekha, DTM Thomas Abraham.
Thank you. The Sergeant at Arms would have sent you a link to vote for the best speaker and best table topic speaker. I think the guests have been provided with a chit to vote for the best speaker and the best table topic speaker. Moving on, let me invite the first evaluator for today, Toastmaster Ramesh Murugan, who would be evaluating the first speaker, Toastmaster Jagan.
Thank you, DTM Sugandhi. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, good evening to one and all.
Good evening.
I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Jagan's speech. Do you all agree that the topic what he has chosen is the need of the hour for everyone? Yes. The tick-tock, circadian thing. We are all into that kind of situation. We badly need that solution. What is that you are looking for? I think that the topic is very apt for everyone, and it is not a chimera task. It is achievable. I also got the trigger. Every topic needs a trigger, the starting point, right? That trigger you got from that ad, 2 ads. I also saw the ad in the Katibara Junction. It mentioned about the 24 hours Ibaco ice cream availability. What a coincidence, actually. Yesterday morning only I saw that, and I'm seeing this kind of a trigger. You also thought about it. Very nice to see that. It's a good trigger you mentioned. Why you, the need of the hour, why it sparked actually looking at 2 kind of ads. I think good putting it in that presentation. And we all know Jagan known for his perfection and his clarity. So in this presentation, the whole presentation also, I could see that a very elegant presentation in the PowerPoint. And the goal also, the way he has laid out everything, it's kind of a smart goal he has used, like specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-based kind of a goal you have put. Even though it's a kind of a communication plan you wanted to establish, but you had all these flavors of accomplishing that goal, and also you wanted to review that. Like again, you applied the principle of PDCA: plan, do, check, act, and then you have clear milestone. When do you want to have a pit stop meeting, and then the milestone. A very clearly laid out communication plan, I would say. And it has been effectively shared, and at the last slide very nicely you put all the outcome what you wanted to see. Fantastically done. If I may give few recommendations, couple of that. One, in the complete presentation I see full of text. As this is, you are looking at a kind of a visionary thing, I had been like few images here and there with a little bit of humor could have been attracted the audience much better. That's number 1. And at the end of the slide, you mentioned about recap on the outcome. But sometime I sitting at the back, I lost what is the goal. Like although I know title is TikTok, and clearly I could not get the goal. So if a clear, quick recap of the goal, what you wanted to accomplish, and these are all the outcomes I wanted. These 2 are, I think I see a kind of improvements. The last is a small one. We all know about Jagan, but there are many guests in this. The moment you started, when you switch on that, most of the time it may not work. That may not be needed. You have to stay optimism, right? For the first time people guessed, they may not know who is Jagan. So in front of stage, I think these things cannot be avoided. Overall, I think a fantastic speech. Thank you.
The ever-smiling evaluator Toastmaster Ramesh, he feels that his world of fantasy is a world where everybody is happy and all our desires come true. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ramesh, for your evaluation. Moving on, we'll now invite the second evaluator, Toastmaster Saravanan, to evaluate DTM Sundara Raman's speech.
A rose is a rose is a rose. A rose by any other name would sound or smell as sweet as a rose. That was told by William Shakespeare in the play Romeo and Juliet. And this is the very essence of DTM Sundara Raman's speech. Am I correct? Okay. There are three things I like in his speech. The first is the very essence of the speech itself. Second is the technique that were used. The first is self-deprecating humor. That is the number one technique for any humorous speech, and it was perfectly used by DTM Sundara Raman. The second technique I really found useful is the unexpected twist. So he was giving some statistics. 11% has used Sundar, 12% has told about Sundar Raman, something like that. I was thinking, like, where is that percentage coming from? And suddenly he gave the certificate and told that this is where the proof is. And that's a brilliant technique, I would say. And this is one of the techniques that can be used for any of the humorous speeches. The third thing I liked in your speech is the engagement throughout the speech. And you were able to entertain the audience. And I'm sure Toastmaster Pramod will vouch for that. And he is the loudest in this. And you might want to take him on all the humorous speeches. Having said that, there are three opportunities, I would say. The first opportunity is the purpose of the speech itself. What does it say? Deliver your message with humor. So the humor should be the foundation. But what's the message? I'm not able to get the message. At least I'm not able to get that message. The second thing I found it an opportunity is you ended the speech with why me, why not me, and you gave the control back to the Toastmaster 3. I felt you could have elaborated on that with those 4 anecdotes. So a centralized message, what you want to prove, and what you want to connect, and what you want to transition through your anecdotes, if that has come out clearly at the end, that would have been more impactful for me. That's what I was feeling that. The third one I would say from an opportunity perspective is the anecdotes you use. There are various anecdotes, 4 stories you used. Name, address, company and birthdays. What I felt is during the name anecdote, there were lots and lots of laughter around. And when that address came, company came, there was a bit of an ebb and flow. That time, I thought you could have used another technique of being interactive and asking questions so that you can get that and then you could have given some impromptu messages or asked some questions as such. I felt that interactions could have been useful for at that point of time. Having said that, these are the opportunities. To summarize, I would say I would give an acronym for the summary itself. That is humor, H-U-M-O-R. H, high energy. I really like the energy. U, unique storytelling because you used your personal stories. M, masterful. A master craftsman will be able to provide this kind of a transition. And O for opportunities. If you had taken those 2 opportunities, message and interaction, that will be good. R is more of relatable. So overall, I really like the speech. And over to the general.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan. Moving on, let's hear from the other set of evaluators, namely the R counter and grammarian. Let me invite now the R counter Toastmaster Praveen to present his report.
Toastmaster Prasanna Venkateshan, 1 R, and Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, clear speech. TMOD, TM Sintana, multiple R's and 3 so, and repeated words of with this. Toastmaster Suganthi Periyasamy, clear speech. Toastmaster Anuradha, clear speech. Toastmaster Ramesh, 2 R's and is repetitive. And Toastmaster Jagannathan, clear speech and smooth flow. Toastmaster Saravanan, 2 hours. DTM Sundara Raman, 1 hour and multiple so. TM Pramod Anand, 2 so. And DTM Guru Prasad, clear speech. Toastmaster Jayashree, clear speech. DTM Sampath, clear speech. Toastmaster Vijay, 2 hours and 1 so. Toastmaster Rekha, clear speech. DTM Thomas Abraham, 1 hour.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveen. I'll now invite the grammarian Toastmaster Srijay Anand to present his
words. Multiple words like enlighten my audience, indicate, intelligate with nature, central statistics, way of splitting it is splitting it into 24 and 64, heterogeneous group of audience, circadian rhythm, neutral persons of view with milestones. And next I will move to DTM Guru Prasad, who conducted the education session. With the tagline which he has begun: never ask your wife to watch out for to drive a car. And comprehensive session, intemperate speech, horror, it is surrounded full of, you are generally surrounded by table topics, impromptu life. Life is to serve, table topics is to survive and grow in your life. Thank you. And I would like to mention the evaluator Saravanan Ponusamy for using the told quotes from Shakespeare. So rose is always rose is an anecdote from Shakespeare's speech. Thank you. And
Thank you, Toastmaster Srijay Anand. We'll now hear the report from the timer Toastmaster Sanjeev. Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Thank you, DTM Suganti. Good afternoon again. Let me start with the Sergeant of Arm, the Toastmaster Prasanna Venkatesh. Took 58 seconds. Today, Presiding Officer Prasanna Vani, the allotted time is 6 minutes. However, we had more guests compared to other meetings. She took extra 2 minutes 25 seconds to introduce them all. DTM Guru Prasad in the MSL session took 17 minutes 46 seconds. Moving to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Jagan took 7 minutes 26 seconds. DTM Sundar Raman Chintamani took 22 minutes 13 seconds. Moving to table topics, the one good thing I noticed is most of the table topics spoke for more than 2 minutes. That's the reason we couldn't have more guests involved in the meeting. Toastmaster Jayashree took 1 minute 24 seconds. DTM Sambar took 1 minute 48 seconds. Toastmaster Vijay took 2 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster Rega took 2 minutes 24 seconds. DTM Thomas Abraham took 2 minutes 10 seconds. In the evaluation session, Toastmaster Ramesh took 3 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Sharavanan took 3 minutes 25 seconds. That's the end of the report. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Taiba. We'll now request all of you to please vote for the best evaluator. So moving on, let me present the general evaluators report for this meeting. I like to segment my report into two sections. One is before the meeting and the other one is just before the meeting as one segment, and the other one is during the meeting. So before the meeting, how was the preparation? Were we adequately prepared to set up this particular meeting? Yes, we were. The roles for this meeting were filled up a week ago. Thanks to all your enthusiasm, and kudos to the VPE for encouraging the members to sign up for the various roles. The agenda, the temporary agenda was filled up, and we could see the speakers were exchanging the project information with the evaluators. So preparation was in full swing prior to the meeting. That was very well done. The second thing is just before the meeting, all the role players were present on time, which helped us to commence the meeting on time, and the role players were also adequately prepared. Each of the role players understood what was their objective in taking up that role, and they implemented it quite well. We have a full house today. Thank you to all our guests and the members. So moving on, during the meeting, what went well? The Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sintana, I must commend her for her brilliant effort in putting together her Toastmaster of the day script. Because whenever I glanced at the agenda, if it was not for the Toastmaster of the day, I don't think we would have been on time. Of course, a lot of thought would have gone into the VPE in adequately spacing out the various segments. But sometimes when you come on the stage, we at times, especially when we do the role of a Toastmaster of the day, we lose track of time and we eat a lot more time than what we allocated. But Toastmaster Sintana, I don't know whether it was the AI which helped you to please stay on time or whether it was a human intelligence. You absolutely helped us to be on time. The second thing which went very well was both the speakers, we witnessed two fantastic speeches, and I'm sure a lot of effort must have gone into both Toastmaster Jagan's preparation and DTM Sundaraman's preparation. Thank you very much for your informative speeches. The evaluators have also read the objectives quite thoroughly, and that is why we witnessed a constructive feedback where we had areas of appreciation plus areas of improvement, which helped not only the speakers but also other members, because these were takeaways for us when we prepare our project speeches. Moving on to the timer, our counter and the grammarian, thank you very much for your comprehensive reports and for assisting me in playing the role of a general evaluator. So moving on, what are the areas? I forgot the table topic master, I'm sorry. Your topics were quite thought of and simple, which made the speakers attempt those topics without much of a difficulty. And I also quite liked how you transition between one speaker to another. There was no awkward silence, or you were not thinking, okay, what should I say? It seemed quite seamless. Thank you. Moving on to where we could have done a little better before the meeting. Maybe the ambience, switching on all the lights. Today I think the AC was conducive enough. Today I didn't feel warm. Maybe switching on all the lights could have been a little helpful, so that after we come here, it was thoughtful of DTM Sundaraman to come switch on lights, but that is something that it's not the role of a sergeant at arms always. Maybe members can also pitch in, because we also come in early, right? So that's something, because Medley is a family, so at home we do it, let's do it here as well. The second thing is the table topics master could have invited guests and some of our members who are coming after quite some time, or members who have not taken a role during the previous meeting. You could have probably, not only for to promote, for any of us, just go ahead, review the agenda of the previous meeting or the week before. We would know who are those members. If we see other members who are present who have not done a role in the past 2 meetings, we could give them a speaking opportunity. The third thing is speakers, please give your title of the speech to the VPE at least a day in advance so that we don't have to see TBDs in the agenda. I know we all spend a lot of time into preparing a speech, and the topic till the last moment we want to think of a catchy topic, but let's have some kindness for the VPE as well. The last but not the least is the grammarian. This is a comment, or this is an observation that we've had in the last 2-3 meetings. We come here because we want to get feedback. The feedback should be also on areas where we could improve, and the grammarian, whoever plays the role of a grammarian, let us also highlight what were the incorrect usages of the language so that we could improve the next time we come here as a speaker or as a TT speaker. A general observation is we like to hear viewpoints, we like to hear opinions from all of us, be it our members or guests. It adds to our learning. But I humbly request all our members and guests to please reserve those so that we could take it offline. The reason being, this is a 2-hour meeting. The agenda is set. A lot of thought goes into spacing each of those segments. Members, starting from the Sergeant at Arms, the presiding officer, the Toastmaster of the day, the entire team of the role players put in a lot of thought and effort into running the meeting, starting it on time and completing it on time. At times, those small interruptions here and there sets us off the agenda. I request all our members and guests to be kindly mindful of that. So these are some of the areas that I thought would help our meeting get a little more pleasant to execute, and the areas where I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. Over to Toastmaster, please.
It was an insightful evaluation. So we are coming to the end. So I just conclude with the theme. So AI is not just a technology, it's a tool that helps us to solve our complex problems and also to make our lives easier with more and more productivity tools. So AI is doing wonders in many fields that we are seeing. So it's soon going to bring a lot of difference in all the fields. So with that, I would conclude that AI is no more a dream. It's not the future, it's the present. So now I would call our President, Prasanna Vani. Before that, I would like to ask the voters to vote for the best tag role players and also the best role players. Okay, thank you. I will call upon our President, Prasanna Vani.
Thank you, Toastmasters Sintana. Kudos to all the role players of this meeting for making it a very wonderful meeting. Thank you all. Today we have amongst us a very special person, the owner of this beautiful venue, Miss Indu. I would like to take this opportunity to give a small token of gratitude to her for making us have such wonderful meetings in this venue. Miss Indu, could you please come forward? Thank you for all your support. We also have the certificates which we received for education awards at our division conference recently. I would like to give them out today. Distinguished Toastmaster Anuradha, leadership. Congratulations. Toastmaster Shanmugaveri for level 1 dynamic leadership. Toastmaster Vijay Rajan for level 3 in innovative planning. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman Chintamani for level 1 in engaging humor. Congratulations. Toastmaster Bharat, level 1 in motivational strategies. Toastmaster Jayashree for completing her level 1 in dynamic leadership. Toastmaster Venkata Seshan for his level 4 in motivational strategies. Toastmaster Rangarajan for his level 5 in effective coaching. Toastmaster Saravanan Purnasamy for his level 1 in strategic relationships. Toastmaster Pravda for her level 3 in dynamic leadership. Toastmaster Jagan. That's it. The other awards we'll give them later. For the benefit of guests, Pathways is an educational program we follow on Toastmasters. There are 11 pathways. Next year onwards, it will be only 6. So every pathway has a structured levels 1 to 5, which with increasing levels of complexity, which helps you to learn various skills in communication leadership. So as members complete each level, we get recognized from the Toastmasters International with a ribbon and a certificate. I'm also happy to announce that, Jagan come back, I'll announce it after that. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Toastmaster Jagan has completed his level 3 in visionary communication with the speech today. Coming to the winners of today's meeting, the best speaker goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman Chintamani. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Saravanan. The best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Jayashree. The best role player goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Suganti Periyasamy. The best tag role player goes to our timer Toastmaster Saji. Can we have feedback from a couple of guests, those who did not get the opportunity to speak? Yes, guests, could you please come and give your feedback? Yes, you. Sorry, I couldn't get your name. Also introduce yourself and share your feedback. Your good name?
I'm Afifa.
Afifa, yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Afifa. So I think today's topic was quite interesting considering it's artificial intelligence. And I think we could have, like everybody else could have stressed a little more about what was AI and how it is more helpful in today's scenario, I guess, because since artificial intelligence is a lot more evolving, it would be good to know more, I would say. And it was actually a good performance by everybody, all the role players and all the Toastmasters. I hope a lot more guests have the opportunity to speak out so that they might improve a lot. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, this is one of the meetings where we couldn't give opportunities for guests and table topics. I regret that. I hope it's because we have a schedule with so many speech slots and so much allotted time for the table topics. We will see how it can be improved in the weeks to come. Coming to the announcements, for the coming week, June 29th, we have a joint meeting with the College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University College. We will have a joint meeting here in this venue, same time. And the week after that, on July 6th, we will have the installation ceremony for the next term club officers. Please mark your dates and make yourselves available on these two important days. With this, I adjourn this meeting number 786. Thank you.